Hello friends, in this video we are going to focus on factory design pattern. We will see what is a factory design pattern, what is the purpose of this design pattern, basic implementation to get the idea of this design pattern. Okay, so let's move to the video content. So basically, what is a factory design pattern? A factory design pattern is a type of creational design patterns. Okay, so creational design pattern which mean to deal with object creation. Okay, so it is commonly used in our day-to-day life coding scenarios. Means whether we are aware of it or not, but many times we have used this factory design pattern. It is very easy to understand and implement. We will definitely see the code base in end of the video. Okay, and every developer, according to me, every developer must have idea about this pattern, as it is a very common and very basic design pattern. Okay, so it is a type of creational design pattern and which deals with the creation of the object at runtime. Okay, so let's see how does it works. In general, what do you mean by factory? So what factory does? Every factory we seen that it has some input, some raw materials, and based on that raw material it will produce some output. Okay, so it creates something with the help of the given raw material. What this factory does? It creates something with the help of the given raw material, given input. Okay, we need to clarify that we need such type of output. Okay, for that we need to give input. So the same thing applies here. Here raw material is, you can assume it as a user input. User will provide the input that what type of object the user need. Okay, so factory design pattern will return set that type of object. If user has demanded that I need user object, I need employee object, I need student object, but what type of student, what type of employee? So based on the input, factory design pattern will return the object. It allows the creation of object without specifying their exact type of or concrete type. Means there is abstraction layer here. User is responsible to get desired object based on the input. So let's move ahead. So here we are going to use keyboard example as a basic implementation of factory design pattern. So functional use case I have taken here is, assume that we have a keyboard factory and we are producing two types of keyboard, a mechanical keyboard and membrane keyboard. Okay, so based on the user demand or user request, we are going to create a keyboard objects or keyboards. It may be mechanical or maybe a membrane. Okay, you can take any example whatever suits for you based on your project requirement, as it is a very basic factory very basic design pattern. So you may face this design pattern in your day-to-day life coding challenges. Okay, so let's see the code base implementation, you can say. So here I have taken one keyboard interface. Keyboard interface has one abstract by default all the abstract method is public. Okay, the public abstract void type method is here, and there are two implementation. One is for mechanical keyboard and one is for membrane keyboard. Okay, both classes need to implement that method and provide the implementation according to their use cases. Okay, so here we have just print out the typing from a mechanical typing on a mechanical keyboard, or for membrane keyboard class we have provided implementation like typing on a membrane keyboard. Okay, so it's a basic use case we have taken to understand the factory design pattern. There is a keyboard interface and two implementation, one is mechanical keyboard and second one is membrane keyboard. Let's see it. So it is a keyboard factory class which contains our actual logic of creating a runtime object, you can say. Okay, user is going to provide that which type of keyboard he needs. Okay, mechanical or membrane. Based on that we are going to create a runtime keyboard object for that class. Either it is a mechanical keyboard or whether it is a membrane keyboard. So there is a class keyboard factory. There is a one method which takes a string input from the user. Okay, if user has not given any input or null, we can also customize we can also throw customized exception like invalid keyboard type exception. Okay, because we are not supporting this type of keyboard in our factory, so we can throw such type of exception. Or if user has given such input which match from our products like mechanical or membrane, so we will going to create a mechanical keyboard object or membrane keyboard object, and we will going to return. Okay. Next is our driver class or main class, from which we are going to create a keyboard. Okay, so it's a simple main class. There is a public static void main method. Okay, so here we need to create a keyboard factory. We are not going to create exact keyboard type here. You can see there. Okay, we have not created an object of that mechanical keyboard. We have created an object of keyboard or keyboard factory. Okay, so first is a keyboard factory instance. With the help of keyboard factory method get keyboard, we are going to get a object of keyboard. Okay, and we need to pass our input as a mechanical or a membrane, what type of keyboard we need. If we want to get a mechanical keyboard, so we need to pass a mechanical string as a input. So based on the input string, our factory class will create a runtime instance for us and will return. So when we invoke a type method on it, so it will invoke from that mechanical keyboard class only or from the membrane keyboard class only, whatever you have passed to the code. Okay, so here it is a same explanation what I have explained to you, that we have keyboard factory class and we have provided our required keyboard type as a input of the get keyboard method. So based on the given type, whether it is a mechanical or membrane, keyboard factory will create an object for us at runtime, and when we invoke the type method, it will get executed from the created instance only. So this is how you can implement the factory design pattern. Okay, so in short, factory design pattern is used to get a runtime instance for a given input based on the user input. Okay, so hope this video suits you well, you find it interesting, so keep me subscribed for more video content. Thank you.